South Africa offers a treasure trove of experiences suitable for all types of travelers this summer. If you are a local looking to explore your own country without straining your budget, SA Tourism has got you covered. At least that's the message from Tourism Minister Patricia de Lille. Well, Minister de Lille says, as the peak tourism summer season approaches, they are committed to highlight the less visited provinces and regions of South Africa. De Lille says data for the first 6 months of 2023 showed a 78.2% increase in tourism arrivals compared with the same period in 2022. Well, Tourism Minister Patricia de Lille now joins us on the line to share what South African tourism has to offer this summer season. Minister, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning, Sampiwe. I wish I could be on the bus with Sakina.
I know, right? I so envy her right now, all the way chasing the sun and cruising so nicely.
Yes.
I mean, why is it so important to promote travel during the summer season? I mean, Sakina has just made it, a classic example how fun it is to be on an open top bus and just chasing the sun.
Yes. Yes, generally the tourism sector is very upbeat about the coming summer season. Of course, South Africa is an award-winning destination, and therefore as government we are working together with the private sector to make the experience of especially our local people that I must thank, Sampiwe. Our local domestic tourist figures has surpassed our 2019 figures after COVID. And that is because of the locals. Local is lekker. People are going out to experience the small dorpies, the townships, the villages, and it's helping us to build that inclusive tourism. So I really want to thank all South Africans for exploring their own country. In terms of the international arrivals, we've seen a number of new flights coming into our country. The latest one is SAA flying from OR Tambo and Cape Town to Brazil. And yes, there are opportunities also to go overseas, but we found that because of the economic situation, it's not very affordable for many people to travel overseas. And therefore, I'm very happy that, travelers are supporting the local industries. I spoke to the hotel industry. They also upbeat with the bookings that they've received. Both Cape Town and Durban, the bookings has increased. And so did many small guest houses and other places across our country. They're really expecting a bumper season this year. And I want to wish them well. We have received 6.9 million visitors between January and October. And with this bumper season, I'm very confident that we're even going to surpass that number.
Right. Now, Minister, I'm going through the South Africa Source Tourism Market Report overview, which states that, international travel recovery from South Africa is expected to grow quite consistently, with projections indicating that it may cross pre-pandemic levels by the end of 2023 itself. Just how is the tourism sector? I mean, what's the bigger picture of how the tourism sector is performing, and what are we hoping, to gain or to get from the festive season?
Well, first of all, for every tourist that arrives in our country, we create at least between six and 8 jobs. So it will definitely help with job creation. And also with the international arrivals, we also welcome their spend in South Africa. South Africa's destination is value for money for international travelers. And then, of course, it's also very easy for visitors from the United States, from the UK, from Europe, because, they don't need a visa to travel to South Africa. We currently have got 132 countries around the world where we have got visa waivers, and we're negotiating with another 10 countries. So from government side, we are creating the conditions conducive for travelers to come. And yes, where we do have problems, we are addressing those problems head on in partnership with the private sector.
Now, we know that affordability is a big issue, especially for the domestic market. So what is the tourism sector doing to facilitate and promote travel by various South Africans? You know, I've been in conversations with, so many South Africans, especially in January at the beginning of the year. And as we were chit-chatting about how the festive season was, and then I would ask them what they did for the festive season. And the majority of them say they went home. So none of them actually say that they traveled outside of their, home provinces or home areas. So what is it that the department is doing to encourage traveling, especially in the domestic market?
Well, in the domestic market, just to give you an example, I've been informed that, for instance, flights between Johannesburg and Cape Town is fully booked. But the prices have skyrocketed up to 10,000 Rand for a return ticket. And it's all on the basis of supply and demand. But I want to remind the airlines that it is the very same customers that supported you during these years. Therefore, just to cash in over the festive season, they must put some packages together with the hospitality industry to at least, reduce some of the fares. But as we encourage people also to travel by road, because if you go by road, you can stop at more places. I have been visiting all of these small, what I call hidden gems across our country. And we are pushing them out into the market as new products. For instance, I went to a place just outside Uppington. And there you find a place whereby we've got hot water springs, water coming out of a mountain. And, these are places that have not been explored. And so we've put all of them on the map to give South Africans a wider choice. With the help of Google, the partnership that we have signed with them now, they're also going to help us to put the townships, the villages, the dorpies, all on the map. So South Africans, I only want to wish them a safe holiday. We are also helping small establishments with retrofitting their guest houses, their hotels, because of load shedding, so that, the traveler can have an uninterrupted experience.
All right.
But this is a time of the year where we need to connect with our families.
Oh, it certainly is. Minister, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for your time. We certainly hope that your department will work hand in hand with the South African police services in terms of reinforcing security measures for domestic and international travelers. Thank you so much for joining us.